I'm going to show you how you can access your multiple attempts and utilize it so that you can actually see what you got wrong and not get it wrong again, hopefully. Alright, so this is actually from my class last year. I taught juniors, but I don't want to give you answers, so we're just going to pretend, it's the same concept that they did while I was on maternity leave last year. You'll have, just similar to this, you'll have your copy of the story. Alright, you were allowed 3 attempts to do this assignment. All 3 attempts will be averaged together for your grade. So according to this, I've taken 0 of 3 attempts. This will be your first attempt. Okay, upon submission, you will not be able to change your answers. Are you ready to submit? Submit! Okay, so I took 51 seconds to do this, and in my first attempt, I got 5 points. Ooh, that's really bad. Okay, so, and the thing is you don't want to, even though I know that these are not the right answers, and I'm, taking my chances from a 25% guessing chance down to now a 33% guessing chance, this is going to average in with my grade. Okay, so let's say I made a 5 on my first go around, alright? But then I got wiser, alright, and decided to do a little bit better. So I made a 70. And on my last attempt, I even got wiser, okay? And I made a 100. Put it all together, I made a 175. Now, that is not my grade. The way this works is that it's average. So I have to average. And whenever you average by how many attempts you've done. Alright? So even though I made a 70 and a 100 on my last 2 attempts because I just guessed on my first attempt and didn't care, my average is a 58. So, you need to try on all your attempts. So, you need to try on all your attempts, but let me show you what to do as far as like actually, how to use this and how to do different tabs and different stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to right click, right? And I'm going to duplicate. Alright, so it says you have 2 attempts left. Would you like to take it now? Of course I would. Alright, so while that's kind of loading, I'm going to half screen this. I'm going to bring this thing over here. Alright. Okay, and so, of course I would not pick, this one. Alright, I would pick another one. Alright, and then I would go through on this. Alright, so I knew not to pick the doctor, so I'd pick something else. Okay? And so on and so forth. Okay, so it's going to ask it one at a time, but your wrong answers are going to be all together. And of course you would do that for your final attempt as well. Unless you make a 100 on the first attempt, you need to do all 3 attempts. Now you might ask yourself, well, what if I exit out of the assignment? Are my attempts saved? And how do I get back to the assignment? It's easy enough. You go back into your page through your modules. Alright, so I'm going to go back through here on last year's assignment. Alright, so you would have a page and it would take you back to that. And it would just look like this. Alright, so see, I've only taken 1 of my 3 attempts. This will be your second attempt, and you can see your results by clicking that again. Okay, and then do the half screen again, and take your second, and then your third attempt. So that's if you've had to exit out of this and finish this for homework.